Good people, welcome to BLAZIN Takes. Give you the ins, the outs of what's happening in SimWorld. I dropped my pen. Next take.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Still to be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome to BLAZIN Takes. Give you the ins and outs of what's happening in SimWorld. Let's get right to it. All right, so check it out. The season is vastly approaching, and we need to be able to get into it, the meat of it, the heart of it. And we're going to start off talking about this tournament. We got the season starting off on Monday, September 29th. I'm going to get into it. Let's get into it. So first, open up your Blaze Bibles. You know I don't like repeating myself. We'll wait. All right, we're ready. All right, and so the topic of today's sermon is, damn it, we almost here. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, damn it, we almost here. All right, so on the Monday, September 29th, we jumping off. We got Houston versus Alabama, number 2 Alabama, Syracuse versus UCLA, Gonzaga versus South Carolina, and SMU versus Duke. I'm going to give you who I think is going to win these games. Starting with Houston versus Alabama, number 2 Alabama. It's going to be Houston going to get they're going to get their ass whooped. Hate to say that, but Alabama is just too much firepower. I don't think Alabama's going to be as great as their number 2 ranking suggests over the course of the year. But for the first game of the season, too much talent on paper. I think Alabama just kind of handles them pretty easy on that. Next game, Syracuse versus UCLA. Number 10, UCLA, the champs. I believe Syracuse is one of those teams who's going to be progressively better as the season goes on. I think the version of Syracuse you see on opening night is not going to be the same Syracuse team you see as the season goes on, especially on the defensive side. But I don't think they come out and be the Syracuse game 1. So I got the champs winning them. I got UCLA, number 10, getting that dub over Syracuse opening night. Got number 13, Gonzaga versus number 23, South Carolina. I actually got South Carolina winning this game. Man, mostly because I don't think Gonzaga's is as great as their 13 ranking is. I don't see them being in the top 15 at finishing the season top 15. So I think some of that has to do with Gonzaga's probably not as great of a team as their ranking suggests starting off. But South Carolina got some boys on their team, right? And so Coach Polk gonna have those guys ready to play. I think, early in the year is when you can really steal a win and sneak wins on teams, especially like South Carolina or Syracuse, where as the coach, no one has an insight on how you're going to run how your team is going to look under your guidelines, under your guidance. So I got South Carolina still in that win versus Gonzaga. And then we got SMU versus Duke. Overall, I like SMU's team, but not tonight. Not first night, not opening night. I got the Dukies. Number 8, Duke, taking on number 6, SMU. I got Duke taking up SMU on this one. I think SMU, over the course of a year, can be a better team. But for the first night, opening night, first game, I'm going with the Dukies. That's it. That's my takes. Tell me how you feel. You agree? You disagree? Let's cuss and discuss and talk about it in the chat. See y'all next time.